Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk. Alright guys, so if you are new here, your girl got these bookshelves. It's only been about 6 months. And although I had tons of space originally, now we're not so much. So I figured it was time for an unhaul. Now my ultimate goal is to actually have a full library. But right now I have to be realistic. And there are just some books that just I don't need, I don't want, or have duplicates of. So let's go through them. First is this book called Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. I've never read it. I got it from Book of the Month. However, I did acquire a special edition copy right here, and it's prettier. And if I'm going to read it, I'm just going to read from the special edition copy. I don't see any reason why someone can't have this never been used, never page turned copy. I don't need to, especially if I don't even know if I like the book. So this one, I'm either going to be donating these to a little free library, or I'm going to donate it to the library in my community. Well, okay, no. I have a library, a public library, and then my community has a private library within our gated community. So I'm going to donate some to our private library and some to the little libraries around the city, which is just like, it looks like a little bird house, and you open it and there are like free books in there. You could take a book, you could leave a book. So I've been doing that for the past year. So I'm just going to add these to the collection. Then we have Nightfall by Penelope Douglas. I accidentally bought 2 copies of this book from Amazon, never returned the other copy. It's literally brand new, never been used, never been read. I don't know anybody who wants to read this. It's like the 5th book in a series, so it's random. They are independent standalones, but I mean, so this one's gonna go. This is Kingdom of the Wicked. I was given this book to read, and I tried, and I read a couple of pages of it. It didn't do it for me. Not only did it not do it for me, unfortunately, it put me into like a 2-month slump, forcing myself to read something, and I now, for some reason, don't have a desire to pick it up. It wasn't even that the story was boring. It wasn't even that it was uninteresting. It's just because I put myself in a mood trying to force myself to read it, that it just went downhill from there. So now the book is like tainted. So it might as well go to someone who either loves this series or who's interested in this series. Then we have Assistant to the Villain. I was very excited to get this book. I even pre-ordered it. It was all the hype on TikTok that it was supposed to be coming out. A TikToker actually made the book. I tried to read it. It's just not my humor. I know a lot of people tend to love this book. There is a sequel out, but this is the first print run with the red sprayed edges. So I figured that this will be really special for someone who is interested in this series or is a fan of this book. They'll have the first print run. Then I had to be honest with myself in that I just was not a huge fan of the Maple Hill series by Hannah Grace. So I have all of them. I have Icebreaker, I have Daydream, and Wildfire. I have read all 3 of them. Although I did not rate the books low, I want to say they all ranged anywhere from a 3 to a 4. I just don't need these on my shelf. I'm never gonna reread them. I could keep them to loan them, but I want to say this is even in Kindle Unlimited, so it's like it's not something that I need to hold on to necessarily, and it's taking up space. These are thicky manickies, and I think that somebody would be really excited to open up a free library and see the whole series there. In that same theme of things, I read The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. I know these books are really like TikTok known. They have Pumpkin Spice Cafe, the Christmas Tree Farm, Cinnabon Store, Strawberry Shortcake something or another. It's like a whole series. Like I said, I read this one. It's a little bit spicy. It's a romance, but it's just a little bit too it's a little bit too, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a bad thing. It's very vanilla, very cutesy wootsy palette cleanser. It's just not the kind of romance that I look for. I don't see myself going into the Christmas Tree Farm or any of the other books in the town. So I figured I'll go ahead and get these off my shelf. Plus, I'm not really into the whole holiday book thing. I've been burned a couple of times, so I'm kind of steering clear of those. With that being said, I got this book, Book of the Month. It was one of my first Book of the Month, actually. Yeah, December 2023. It's called Winter in New York. I never read it. Like I said, I'm kind of turned off from the whole holiday book thing. So this is by Josie Silver. It's never been read. I'm going to give that away. And then, of course, I read Tessa Bailey Wreck the Halls. I actually enjoyed Tessa Bailey's book. It Happened One Summer. It's one of my favorite books. I think I rated it like a 5. It's absolutely hilarious. Love, love, love it. The sequel to that book is Hook, Line, and Sinker, which I actually did not find as funny or as interesting. So I'm actually giving away Hook, Line, and Sinker, which is the sequel. They're independent standalones though, so it won't affect anybody's reading. But yeah, I'm keeping the first one because, like I said, I love it. And then this was the Christmas book that had the kink in it that I just didn't do it for me. And then this is another Christmas book that had kink in it. He was like, she was a porn star, and he was like a bad boy. I don't even really remember much. I just know that it didn't do it for me. So that was another failed holiday book, and I was just like, might as well take it off my shelf, right? This book here, oh my gosh. I was not doing book reviews. I had just got back into reading with this. This book, a YouTuber recommended this book and said, oh my gosh, it's so great. It gives you all the summer feelings. And I was actually going into like the summer of my life. I was going to be doing all types of traveling. I was going to be down south literally for like 3 months. I was so excited. So I dove into this book and it slumped me. I'm going to tell you, this cover, this has to be one of the prettiest books I've ever seen. This cover is so magnificent. The storyline was there, but it just didn't do it for me. However, I will say it literally transports you to summer camp. It gives you all the summer feelings of summer camp. That is there. It's like an adult summer camp. It's a good storyline. But the romance for me fell short. So short, in fact, that I moved so slowly through this book. It almost took me the whole summer to read it. So I'm giving it away. I almost wanted to keep this because it was like, it's the perfect lesson in how it could be the right book at the right time, but the wrong elements for you. And that's this. But I can't even understand to you why. The book slumped me the way that it did. But it did, y'all. It did. So I'm giving that away. And then A Fate Inked in Blood. This is a Book of the Month copy that I got March 2024. But my sister actually got me a special edition Barnes & Noble that has like the baby blue gold of the baby blue foiling, and I have the sequel to this book which has the like orange foiling, so I don't need to keep a whole copy of this book when I haven't even read it. So I will be donating this one too as well. I bought this book off Amazon around the time that it first came out. I thought it was so pretty and I wanted to try this author out. I did. This book was okay. It was cool. Originally, I was going to DNF it. I was DNFing it at like 70%, and I was going to give it a 2. But then something told me, Amber, just keep reading. I kept reading it. I ended up rounding it off at a 3.5. It is dystopian, but unfortunately, you don't find out that it's dystopian until the end. You don't know anything about where you're at, what's going on, or why it's happening. So this was just the... I'm okay. I don't think I will be following the series because there's another book coming out. I don't think I'll be reading it, and I don't think I'll be reading this author. I don't think her writing is for me, which is okay. But I know a lot of people love her. So, I mean, definitely check it out if you want to. And if you live by me, it's going to be in one of those free little libraries. Another book I'm going to be giving away. This is Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. This is a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. It was given to me, and the only reason why I'm giving it away is because I actually have the UK version, which has a different cover, and I enjoy that one more. And when I do get around to reading this series, I will be reading from my UK version because I just like how big the print is and everything. It's easier on the eyes for me. So I figured there was no point in me keeping, again, a second copy of a book that I haven't read, that I don't even know if I like. So Divine Rivals is the first book. Ruthless Vows is the second one. So I will be putting that one in there too. Now, this was a little bit controversial for me because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. But I do have 2 copies of Iron Flame, and it's the first print run edition. And the thing is, guys, that I have 1 copy from Amazon, which has the typo, and then I have my clean, fresh version from Barnes & Noble. Misprint books typically go for a lot of money, but there were so many misprints with Iron Flame that it's like you don't even know which is gonna be the one that's gonna be worth money. Is it the unicorn that I have a perfect book, my perfect book with no typos in it? Is that gonna be the one that's worth a lot because those are rare? Or is it gonna be the one with so many typos that it's like, what were you thinking? But at the end of the day, I didn't want to just keep holding on to it. I already have 2 copies of Onyx Storms with 2 different sprayed edges. I have 2 different copies of Fourth Wing, 1 holiday, 1 regular. I didn't need 2 copies of Iron Flame. That would literally be a 3-book series that I have 6 books of. So at some point, yeah, you know. So yeah. With that being said, I am going to be giving away the misprint version. Let me see. Let me double check. The way I know which version is which, is because here it says, this book is a work of fiction.in space aims. So I see a typo, bam, right there. So I know that this is the, yeah. And this is also the one that is missing a dragon at the top of the page. And yeah, so I mean, it's a hoot. She was a good time. It was a good time to have this little extra one with all the little funny typos that were going all around social media. But it is a perfectly good book that you can read from, and somebody would probably really enjoy having a first print edition with the sprayed edges. So I'm gonna let that go. And then a part of me was also thinking about letting go of my original print Fourth Wing. It just has white edges, and I do have the holiday version. So I was like, it's taking up space on my shelf to have the regular one when it's nothing even really special about it. I might as well give it away too. So I probably will give away, the only reason why I kept it is because theoretically it is supposed to match, like it's supposed to go across like this. So that's why I was keeping it. But guys, there's no point in me keeping this Fourth Wing with regular white edges when I have this second print edition of Fourth Wing. It's the holiday one with like a bonus chapter and all that. I might as well just keep this one. I wanted to be realistic with what I was giving away. I didn't want to get ahead of myself and do too many and then regret it. So this is all I'm doing for right now. And then probably in like maybe 3 or 4 months, I probably will do another where I'll pull things away. But so far, this is about 20 books. So 20 books off of my shelf, 20 space for 20 more books. So you guys comment down below. Let me know, do you guys do any type of unhauls, or do you just keep all of your books? I know a lot of you are Kindle girlies, which I'm a Kindle girly too, but I do like to have some physical books, and I think that's where I go wrong. I'm so quick to go grab the physical book of something without knowing if I like the author, without knowing if I like the story. And if you have 5 parts to it, I'm gonna buy all 5 parts. And then if I just hate your series, it's like I'm stuck with 5 parts. So I know it's a problem, but I don't see me changing it because it's just how your girl is. It's just how your girl is. But that is all I have for you guys today in today's book unhaul. And remember guys, there are lots of little free libraries for people who don't have access to get to libraries. Some libraries actually accept donations of hardcovers. And if you have schools, some of these aren't appropriate for school. Last resort is like Goodwill, because ultimately they sell the books. I'm trying to put them in places where someone could enjoy them for free. All right, guys, that's a wrap. See you later. That's how we fall out.